you can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere.
Hello, APT family. It is Matt and Matt tonight coming live, little Disney recap edition. How are you doing, Mr. Handicap Chairman?
We're doing well, man. Out here on the wonderful West Coast, as you guys can probably see by the fact that there's light in the back of my window. We are in Pacific time today, so things are good, man. Jealous of you guys back east. You know, had a fun time for the last 2 days. So
absolutely. Well, you just killed my next segment, which was where in the APT is Fegley. You know, mine was a little bit obvious tonight. Obviously, getting done with the Disney season kickoff, but great tournament to open the 2024 season on the major year. You know, a bunch of good work from the handicap committee. So scores were appropriate and a lot of great competition. Got to watch a playoff today. Travis Wortliff drained a 25-footer for birdie on the first playoff hole.
Nice.
W.
Nice.
So,
I was wondering, you're always interested, right? When you see the scores, you look at the scores, you're like, okay, there's a playoff. And the scores pop up and you're like, ooh, birdie. How did it happen? You know, man, didn't even get Paul Paul may have had the opportunity to putt. Who knows? But, you know, you're rolling a 25-footer and it's just.
Right. I think sports are interesting. Golf courses played really tough. You know, they've got a lot of rain down here over the last couple of weeks. You know, open net. You know, I love looking at the net scores to see where things fall, right? Open net 5 over 1.
Wow.
Senior net even par 1. So
Perfect.
tough golf conditions, but also, you know, everybody's playing in the division they're supposed to be in, which is a good thing.
Exactly.
But you know, New Jersey's in the house in the chat talking about New Jersey representing. You know, Steinmetz held off a late charge today to get his first win on the APT. That was fun to watch, and it was overall a really good day. Great weather today. Yesterday was a little bit cold, but it was a lot warmer than it was everywhere else in the country, so we can't really complain.
You can, yes, it's the beauty of Florida. You know, even though it's cold, it's still warm. So
yeah. So Rick Lee's in the chat. He wants to know where Phil Vangersdalen is. You know, I was going to tell all of our viewers at home we're not going to be able to answer any questions from the chat today. Because the mayor is not wearing his headset, and so our radio line is broken for the night.
Exactly.
Thank God we can read, Fegley, so we can keep going here. We're going to try to have a little technical difficulty. We wanted to bring Mr. Helms on tonight from Myrtle Beach, since we're talking North American Championship here in a little bit. David Davis, I hope you're doing okay, buddy. He said he's watching from the ER. So I'd like to say that I didn't know what that was like, but I was there Friday. So in Vegas, there's a little side story to that. But all is well. We're good. So I still have all my limbs.
All your limbs, and you know you're still with us. No full anaphylactic shock there.
Full anaphylactic shock. I do have a new EpiPen though, so which I can report to you that our health insurance plan's pretty good on that. So that was exciting. I love how somebody's on a jet plane coming your way. I love that you can get signal on your phone on a plane to watch.
Right.
You need to show me how that works, because American Wi-Fi is not that good.
Plane Wi-Fi is amazing, but it is one of those most inconsistent things that does exist. It's
especially when I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to work for the next 3 hours. That's when it doesn't work.
Correct. Or the all-time great is you're like, man, awesome. I'm flying during this football game. We're going to have satellite TV right at the exciting moments.
Oh, it happened. It happened on the way from Austin. Phil was mad. We were watching the Bills and Steelers. And cut out in the first half. We're like, well, this just made this flight a lot more unpleasant. So it is what it is, man.
Beautiful first world problems that we have here in the United States.
First world problems, but you know, exciting. We're heading into, obviously Disney was a great time. Sold out field. You know, teamed up at Disney's Palm, which hosted the PGA Tour for years and years. Lake Buena Vista, which was the country club for Disney execs. Great golf course. Also hosted the PGA Tour tournament at the beginning. I don't know if you knew that.
Did not.
Two really good golf courses. Checked on a little bit on the construction of Mag. Mag's got 4 temporary tees, but has 18 holes now. So they're quickly getting towards having a full golf course, which was great. So looking forward to the rest of the weekend. Obviously, Mystic Dunes. We got the first Friday 4-ball series tomorrow. Mystic Dunes, which I will tell you, there are green undulations taller than Jake Holmes.
Well, that's not saying much, or is that saying much?
I mean, it maybe taller than Jake Holmes, maybe closer to Ivan. I don't know. But I'm just saying, if you miss it on the wrong side of these greens, you could be putting up an 8-foot slope.
So it's better to be up the 8-foot slope than down the 8-foot slope.
Yeah, which makes it fun especially for a 4-ball event, as people are kind of getting used to the golf course. Golf course that's really coming back. They've spent a lot of money they've regrassed everything on the golf course. It's a great layout. And so Hilton is bringing it back into a premier property. Fairways are firm and good shape. Greens look really great. They're not as fast as you would normally see greens, just because there's 8-foot slopes on them. And if you want to put those at 12, then I
don't know what to tell you.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to test different areas of your game. It's a unique layout. It's going to be a fun way to start the season. Just a lot of risk reward out there, and so looking forward to Mystic. Have you played Mystic when you've been in Orlando?
I have not. I was looking forward to being a part of it, but due to schedules, I wasn't able to be there this week. But yeah, I was definitely looking forward to that one. And because obviously anytime there's a golf course that gets renovation, does some work to it, you're always definitely interested in checking it out, right? I mean, that's what the nerd aspect starts to come out, right?
Definitely, and we'll try to avoid the Raider talk for the entire live, so people actually still want to stay tuned into us. But tonight's a big night. We've been teasing some things. Obviously, I think what we do tonight is I think we need to recap our special announcement from last week, and then we got Jeff. I see Jeff here.
Hey,
hey!
You can hear us. Can you hear us?
I had technical difficulties. I had to switch computers.
I love it. Well, if it was some of those other tours, we would have blamed it on our competition. Like, we didn't do it. We just had technical difficulties. It's all good. But tonight's a big night, and we're talking about Myrtle Beach.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
It's gonna be good. The big course reveal for the North American Championship coming up here in a little bit. But first, why don't you talk a little bit? You're going to run the largest local event that we've done in Myrtle. Obviously you keep getting Pine Lakes is probably tired of you calling to get more spots, but they keep giving them to you. So why don't you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. We got Pine Lake scheduled the 27th of this month. We originally booked the tournament for 60 spots, sold that out actually like 2 weeks ago. Called them. They were generous enough to give me 12 more spots, so we bumped it up to 72. Sold that out 2 days ago. Called him again today and said, hey, can you give me anything else? So he gave me 80. So right now we're sitting at 76 confirmed. We've got 4 open spots. So if anybody wants to come down to Myrtle Beach the 27th of this month, play an absolutely gorgeous golf course, you better get in quick.
Love it. And you've been selling out quite a few events lately in Myrtle Beach. The growth in Myrtle Beach has been stunning to watch over the last few months, and big things ahead.
Absolutely. We've got a tournament February the 10th, actually at Pawleys Plantation, newly renovated Pawleys Plantation with new greens. If you haven't played that golf course, that place is absolutely amazing. So it's gonna be kind of a fun thing. We're calling it the Myrtle Mardi Gras Open. So I mean, it's gonna be a blast. I think we've got about 20 spots left in that one right now.
Very nice. That's gonna be good. Get in quick because they're going fast.
Absolutely.
So we've seen that all across the country just this week. Obviously, French Lick we've talked about is sold out. The wait list is sold out. I don't know how you sell at a wait list, but we did it. And obviously Stream Song, Bedford sold out early. So some of these big events, get in now. We've got 2 great majors coming up. that are going to be fantastic venues. First is the Lone Star Shootout at Horseshoe Bay in Texas, and then Cinco de Mayo weekend out in Phoenix for all you West Coast guys and East Coast guys that want to go to a great venue. Kierland Resort in Phoenix is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Definitely want to get in on that one. 2-day at Kierland, one of the premier golf courses in the Scottsdale area, at a great resort. It's going to be a lot of fun and no room requirement. And so don't think you have to stay at the Westin. There's tons of lodging options in Phoenix that are all close. It's a great time. And you can, most importantly, Fegley, you can witness history.
Yep.
The APT.
Absolutely. The shot heard round APT occurred on the
Absolutely
fairway there. So,
well, hey, we got a lot to cover tonight, guys. So let's just take a quick break. I think first message from Global Golf would be in order, and then we'll recap what happened last week, and then we'll break into the North American Championship.
sounds good.
Shop Global Golf for gear and recommendations that are all about you. With You Try, You Select, and You Trade In, Global Golf's comprehensive suite of services feature the widest variety of new and pre-owned products, PGA professional backed insight, and unbeatable value to help you play your best. So visit Global Golf today and experience personalized shopping that's all about you.
Absolutely. That's our presenting sponsor, Global Golf, along with Worldwide Golf. They officially announced everything last week. The ink is drying. It's an exciting time to be a part of the APT. It's been well received. I've actually, those guys have been constantly emailing and texting, watching stuff on social from all over the country. They're excited to be a part of the APT. They're excited to see how we do things, and it's going to be a great partnership. And I'm really stinking excited about it. But Fegley, why don't you talk a little bit about what's the first and most obvious benefit of a partnership with Worldwide Golf and Global Golf?
Well, the first thing is what comes with your membership, and that is a wonderful $50 credit to your Global Golf account. You can use it for anything: golf balls, gloves, shoes, clubs, anything in the inventory. They are the world's largest online retailer. So, $50 right there for you to use for anything that you need. And again, it's up to you, right? We like choice here. We're by the players, for the players, and we like choice.
It's just you can spend it on whatever you want. It's just $50. There's no strings attached to it. You just go in and say, hey, I want to buy a dozen Pro V1 golf balls, and I'm going to apply $50 to that.
Yep. So now they're what is the price now up to? What's the retail on those? Are they up to 58 now?
I'm the worst person to ask because, since doing this nationally, I'm always dealing on the wholesale side. So I'm always trying to get somebody to give me some free golf balls. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, hey, Titleist rep, man, we've got 5,000 members. Like, I need some golf balls.
There you
I
go.
think the last time I was in a golf store, I think Pro Vs were going for, I don't know, $54.95 or something.
That's what I remember. And Nathan Frazier and a couple other folks saying 55, 56.75. Nathan like nailed the decimal there, the cents and everything. So depending on if that's
way too accurate.
Nathan got it down to a penny.
Right, 10% California sales tax, or 7% Tennessee, or Florida, wherever you happen to be.
So. Anyways, good stuff. Golf balls, shoes, shirts, hats,
all those good things.
Accessories, golf bags, clubs, all of it. Great stuff. $50 in global cash. The one thing to let you know is we're doing it on a schedule. We sent an email out in the turn stand. So just so you know, one of the things we're doing this year, APT members, I think it's important to know, is we're sending you, there's 2 newsletters that we're sending you. There's one at the first of the month called On the Tee, and there's one in the middle of the month called the turn stand. We're trying to keep all of our communication into 2 emails a month so I don't blow up your inbox and make you mad. But we're going to pack those emails with a bunch of relevant information. So one of those we sent out just a couple days ago included the schedule for credits. So first round of credits is if you signed up before January 1. Those are coming out literally any day now. They're processing as we speak. There is some IT. So what not to do, don't join the tour and then call Global Golf and say, where's my credit? Because the person you talk to at Global Golf probably doesn't even know that you're due a credit, because we're dealing with like their execs and not their poor customer service people. So they won't be able to help you. If you have an issue with it, always email support@aptgolf.org. We want to help you. So don't think you have to go out on your own. Is that a good way to put it, Jeff?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So you will not bother. So that's the first thing is you get $50 with your membership. The other membership benefit that's announced before we get back into Worldwide Golf and what else they're doing is you're also going to get a $50 credit to use in the APT Pro Shop on whatever you want. Like Matt said, by the players, for the players, we are fully stocking our Pro Shop with all kinds of cool stuff. And you're going to get $50 to spend on whatever you want. So more details will come out about that and, and how that's going to work. It is going to roll out on the same schedule as the.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
The issue support. We would love
Oh, you're back.
back.
You're back.
Say I can't go out. I do have an iPad if necessary to jump into this, but it would be interesting. Anyways, back to Worldwide Golf. So one of the things that I think that is important to talk about, Fegley, I know we talked about this a little bit, is we talk about how we do prizes. We've made some changes to how we're doing prizes for several reasons. And so do you want to talk through any of those options, or do you want me to keep going?
You're on a roll.
Oh my
Keep
God.
going. But I just want to make it clear as Jody, Jody's not here, so somebody has to be, you're giving away the stove, but that's okay. It's okay. The bonuses go back to the players.
You know what the funny part is so there's for your $125, we've already given you $100, and I've got one more for sure to announce, and I'm on the 5-yard line with a second. It is theoretically possible that we could be giving you $200 for your $125 membership before you ever play a tournament. So don't hold me to that. I'm still working on it. We're trying to pull it off. But there's more to come. We're not done, if that's what you're saying. We're not sitting back. We're not high-fiving in the background. We're going to work to continue to build value. But that being said, for prizes, we're going back to our old physical Visa gift cards, the APT branded ones. They've solved the security issue. The reason we've done it, just in full transparency, is when we're buying the other gift cards, we couldn't change the expiration date to more than a year from when we bought them. And so as soon as they didn't live up to that promise, we wanted to get as far away from that as possible, because the last thing we want to do is for you to try to use a gift card, because let's be honest, our members don't typically use their gift cards as soon as they get them. A lot of them, we get a lot of calls like 7 and 8 months later with help for them. And that's okay. That's just how it is. So we want the expiration date to be longer so that way people can use their money. And so we're going back to those. We still have the digital Visa as an option, but that company will no longer provide a physical Visa. We had trouble with them getting mailed, people losing them. We didn't have control of them once they were activated. It just was a mess. So we solved the security issue, going back to the old. So you'll see that. So those are the first two options. The growing popular option is the tournament credit, obviously, that you can use just to run back and sign up for more tournaments. Grows every week. More people take advantage of. And fourth, with our partnership with Worldwide Golf, Fegley, I'm going to let you talk about that one because you know all about it.
Well, it's the 10%. It's the 10% bonus. So if you happen to win an event, or even finish in the money, you can be awarded with an additional 10% of your prize winnings will go and come to you in a global golf gift card, Worldwide Golf. So if you are in the you're looking to buy those new golf clubs, whatever you happen to look forward to, those higher end purchases, and you're fortunate enough to win a tournament, you win $200-300, you can increase those winnings up to $220, $330, so you can take care of what you need to take care of and get you whatever that happens to be. And again, taking advantage of these partnerships that you've been working on and providing that benefit and those discounts and positive goodwill back to the players. So
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing to know about the Worldwide Golf Shops gift cards is they work at every Worldwide Golf retail location, which is Edwin Watts, Vans, Roger Dunn, Uinta if you're in Utah, Golfdom, which I think is Kentucky, maybe. I don't know. But they're all over the country. I mean, it's the number one retail outlet. There's a ton of them. You can use it any of their stores. You can also use it online at worldwidegolfshops.com or globalgolf.com. So they work across the entire ecosphere, and it just makes it easy. So for everybody to use. So that's number two. The third thing that I'm really excited about as well, we're testing out this week down at Disney, is the Worldwide Golf Target Score game, which is a unique idea. So the thing about American golf, and for the longest time, and as we lose Ryder Cup after Ryder Cup, everybody picks we always play the same formats over and over again, right? That's what everybody says why we lose. I don't know if that's true or not. But tournament golf has always been the same way, right? You have stroke play, it's handicapped. Like all amateur tours do things one way, and we'll still do it that way, but we're adding a new way for you to be able to win more money with a very minimal investment. It's called the Target Score game, which allows you, simply put, to play against your handicap at every event and win prizes.
Yep. And that's an exciting game as well. It's really interesting. You'll get flighted. Is it two under your handicap to 5 over your handicap? Is that the gap, or is
2 over to 5 under? We are making
2 over 5 under
because we're doing it in tournament play and with the tournament index. So the system involves some AI, which is really cool. So we're tweaking it as it gets going. It's $10 to enter, and you go to the website, which is playapt.golf, and you purchase a Target Score credit for $10. You want to do it before you get to the tournament, and then you go in. Once you do it, you go into your tournament. You select the tournament that you're going to be playing in, and then you scroll through, and you're going to see a random block of scores that are just labeled, right? You're not going to know what the score is. You're not going to know how much money. You're going to click book by whichever one you see, and that's going to give you a target score, and it's going to tell you what it's going to be worth. So it might be, match or beat your handicap if it's 0 to win $150. So if you shoot your handicap that day, your $10 turns into $150, which is paid in worldwide golf credit. So they're coming in to maximize the prize pool there as well. But one of the things I'm excited about, Jeff, I bring you in, obviously in Myrtle Beach. Sometimes you get divisions that have 7, 8, 9 people in them that aren't super big divisions. Well, if you're playing Target Score, what is that going to do to your daily winnings?
Well, it's going to make everybody, like you said, Matt, for a $10 investment, you could possibly end up winning. You could possibly end up winning something, $150 to $200.
Sure.
So, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And the beta test that we've done, it obviously we're doing again this weekend. We've had great results. I want to answer a question, Fegley. I'm going to give this to you and ask it because I think it's important for our users to know how to do this. But they want to know, will you publish our handicap from APT?
Yep, and I was texting Chris in the chat. So the easiest way to find it is to go to the main homepage, the amateurplayerstour.com webpage, and up at the top there is a little box that says member search, and it'll be USA or Canada. So if you're in the USA, it'll pop up. Just type in your last name and your last initial, and it'll pop up. And once that pops up, you'll be able to look at all your different options that you have. One of those being your tournament index, and your tournament index is right there. That's the easiest way to find it. If you're logged into a computer in the under your Amateur Players Tour account in Blue Golf, you can also find it through the profile there. It's a little messier, but it is there if you know how to change your screen name or put your nickname down, which some of our players throughout the country have done, and causes some good chuckles on the first tee. But again, the main way to do it and the easiest way to do it is through the members search on the Amateur Players Tour homepage. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the easiest way, if you're uncomfortable in blue golf and unfamiliar, you can always go to our website at amateurplayerstour.com. At the very, very top of that page, you're going to see a button that says member search. You click on USA or Canada if you're Canadian, and then you type in your last name and your first initial, and it will pull up the public-facing view of your profile that will allow you to look at your tournament index or that of any other member on the APT.
Yep.
So any of you wanting to do the research, absolutely. The one downside that we're trying to get fixed, we've asked Blue Golf to fix, is you're unable to view your tournament handicaps within the app. But you can certainly get through it through all of the website.
Through the web.
So,
yep.
So there's that. Nathan asked if we're going to use the same app for scoring entry for 4-ball. Absolutely, we will. So we'll couple small tweaks to that they'll go over on the first tee tomorrow with you. The one thing, let's talk about net contests. Pete from St. Louis was trying to follow how we were doing open net and senior net. So do you want to explain how that works?
Go for it, because I didn't set that one up, and I know you and Phil have been making some adjustments, so I want to leave that to you.
So it's super simple. So you get 90% of your course handicap based off of your validated APT index. So how we go through and adjust everybody is if you are validated, meaning you've played 7 or more tournament rounds within a reasonable period of time with us, that's your index, right? Whatever your tournament index is. If you're not validated, we then go to your USGA GIN index, and we just instantly take the 12-month low of it. So whatever the lowest handicap data on until you're validated, that's what you play at. So, and sorry, not sorry. I don't care that you don't put out your 3-footers at home. You're getting the 12-month low of your GIN. If you're willing to put out that that's your skill level, you get to play from that. If you don't have a GIN, you get the low end of the division. And just understand, if we don't have any handicap data on you and you're playing in our tournament, there's going to be some high scrutiny, so I wouldn't advise shooting 6 under net. Just saying. That would trigger a review and a problem. And so, but what you've seen in doing that, and we go through it religiously. We have spreadsheets for every event that we run. I just went and did tomorrow's with Phil. Spent 45 minutes this afternoon going through it. Is what you're seeing is a very equitable net field. You're not seeing people that are going out and shooting 5 and 6 under their handicap, because that's a rare occurrence,
especially in tournament golf.
Correct.
And especially when you even chopping that little 10% off is
not enough to do it. Now, I will say in target score, you're playing at 100% of your handicap.
Yep.
It's just 100%. It's super simple.
Yep.
So it's not necessarily what would show up on a single net. It's just 100% of your handicap. You'll know what your course handicap is before the tournament, and that'll be, if you're a -2 and your handicap's a 7, you're probably, if you shoot 80, you're probably going to win. Mm-hmm. Depending on rating and slope and all that fun stuff.
All those fun calculations.
Yeah. Which we'll try not to bore everyone with how we go through this. But what we're seeing is parity. The other thing we get, Matt, a lot of times is, I don't want to compete against the D5 guy because I'm a D1 guy and it makes it hard. Well, D1 guy won senior nets. So
was it today? They won senior today?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, and it's really been square across the board, which has been good. So I know net for some people, and I was one of these, can be a taboo word.
Yep.
I was that guy. I'll be the first person to say I was that guy. And it's because a lot of people, I'll be honest, if some of the tours think I'm calling them out, I am. Like, check your handicaps. You know what I mean? Because when you're running a net handicap and the leader's 8 under on a 1 day, you have a problem. Something is not right.
Something's not right.
So,
sorry. I couldn't stop laughing when you were talking about the net because Jeff's wonderful friend down in Myrtle Beach, Mr. Chuck Nance. Wow, does that man have passion about the
Absolutely.
not competing in net games?
Yeah.
So,
And I used to be the exact same way. I would never compete in a net game because I felt like I couldn't compete.
Yep.
But I will say this, after the Holiday Classic at Myrtle Beach, where I didn't play well, I actually still finished money in the net.
So now wait a minute. That tells us we need to maybe move you a little bit, huh? Is that
Where do you want to move me to?
we shave a shot or two. That's all.
and I think it's important too, Fegley, to let people know behind the scenes. If you sign up for a tournament and we find out your handicap is different than what you represented it to be, we will either move you if we catch it, and we'll catch it 99% of the time beforehand because we are doing the research, unless you like do something really good to trick us, like have a different name for your gin or something like that.
Yeah,
it is possible. But if we don't catch it before and we'll be looking and we catch it during the tournament, we are going to disqualify you because it's cheating. So yeah. I realize there are tournaments you play in that if you want to be competitive, your handicap needs to be 5 shots higher than what you – or 5 shots lower than what you say it is. Don't do it here because we're by the book. So
yes. We're working on that. Just, and you get the book thrown at you.
Apparently.
Oh, yeah. Anyhow, again, like I do appreciate the caveat that you put in there. We'll catch the majority of it. I'm the last one on the planet that's saying that we're going to be absolutely perfect at this, but we'll find out eventually.
Correct. So, and we don't care if you tell us, well, I'm not going to play your tour if you don't let me. To me, that's just confirmation that we don't want you on our tour. No offense. So it's not fun to show up at a big event and have somebody that shouldn't be in a fight that they are absolutely beating up on the other people that have all paid good money to come to a tournament to play against people of their own skill level, only to find out you're not actually playing against people of your own skill level. So just know we do take it seriously. And it makes it always really interesting. So, and if you have questions, like once again, we love to talk to you about them, especially Fegley. Like I don't have as much time as I used to. Fegley loves to talk about handicaps. It's his passion. So handicaps at aptgolf.org and talk away. Like ask questions. We'll be happy to give you, an explanation on why we're doing what we're doing or why a decision was made. And but we do take seriously. It's certainly not sexy. It's not APT after dark material.
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Now, some of the stories that happen after we make those decisions could definitely make it on. Like we could have a good episode this week.
Absolutely.
Everybody's like, why do they keep bringing it up? I'm like, because behind the scenes was a little spicy.
Yep.
It was spicy.
It got a little adventurous, but again, that's why we got good guys on the committee as well, and some more players are involved because it helps. It helps when you can lean into others around you and be like, all right, let's take this one on and deal with it. So, but anyhow, man, we have done a great job of pushing off our wonderful announcements that I'm sure everyone is here for.
I know.
That's
so, well, if we're going to talk Myrtle Beach, we've got to hear from 2 Under in honor of our friend Jack Curry. So we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
2 Under. Quality fabrics, no roll waistband, Joey pouch, elevate and separate, no chafing. What more could you ask for?
I mean, it's the same thing every week, boys. Raise your hand if you're wearing 2 Under right now. There we go. That's all you need to know. It's literally the best thing. Jody and I were joking the other day, and I was talking with Jack. I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's the craziest thing since starting the tour?" I was like, "I never really thought I'd be selling underwear
Yeah.
when I started a golf tour, but I'm okay with it because it's awesome." So, I will say our members can take advantage, and not near enough of you guys do. On 2under.com at any time, you can use the code APT20 and get 20% off everything in their store. It's stinking awesome. And if you've not seen the new stuff they have coming out for 2024, let's
You're
just say
missing
I'm
out.
going to be poor buying 2under because they're awesome. They're going to put me in the poorhouse because there's like 40 styles and I like all of them.
Yep.
So I guess I can't go on like a hot streak on the golf course where I can't change them because like I'll have too many pairs. Like the opposite of like the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, you did that growing up, right, Fegley? Like playoffs? Like you played hockey, right?
No, did not play hockey.
Did you not play hockey?
No hockey.
I didn't either.
As goofy as it might be, basketball and golf were my.
I could see you as a basketball player.
Yeah.
It was a little
Few years
short.
ago. Yeah. It's-
I hear you. But
All right.
we could have called it one over. That's bad. That's bad.
Oh man.
You know the worst part about putting the live in the members group now is that when these comments come in,
yeah.
it doesn't give a name. Although there's some comments in there that I just know who they are.
Well, some of them
Right.
show the name, but yeah.
Yeah, they don't come
I
in
do-
the chat like that. So
I'll
kind of
get this.
crazy.
I want to get this one out of the way. Kevin, I'll have to look at it. There's many a number of reasons. Generally, he had asked after shooting 3 scores and one of them being low, it got him bumped, and there could be a number of reasons around that. So I got to look at it to know why. I'll have a reason why. There'll be notes.
There will definitely be notes for sure. So
There's reasons. So
Yeah.
all right.
those meetings are
Exactly. I am not tough enough to play hockey. I will never forget playing football for the first time against people that were football people, and I was like,
so
I'll watch. I'm not playing. Okay, we got to get to the courses, man.
we do. I have to comment on AB's comment in the chat. He said his goal would be beat Matt once in champ flight. I feel terrible about that because I love AB. I came to his home course and drained a 25-footer to beat him by 1 in the first Central PA tournament. I felt terrible. But it was a great day. We had a blast.
You didn't play customer golf. That's impressive, man.
Customer golf in D1, man. It's just how it is. You can't do it.
No,
That's
it's
fair.
not possible.
Trust me, I played enough customer golf last couple of weeks though. So we're not going to even go there. But anyways, Myrtle Beach, the sequel, Jeff.
Yes, it is. And
So-
on a side note, before we go in there, we were talking about Pine Lakes earlier. Pine Lakes just sold out.
Sell out.
80. So
Nice.
Do you need me to help you call? Do I need to call tomorrow to get more spots? Is that the deal?
you know what? If I send Jimmy another text message, he's probably he's already had to move people's tee time so he could accommodate us.
Gotcha.
So I think about 80 is all we're getting.
That's fair. But, Myrtle Beach, the 2024 North American Championship. So I will tell you, we'll start with the spoiler because that's more fun to start with the spoiler before I have to actually tell the information we're going to tell.
Yeah.
We'll announce the Senior North American Championship courses next Thursday, September 24th and 25th. Another one you don't want to miss. Jeff will be back, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
There we go. So, Joseph Hess wants to know how many spots are left for the Paynes Valley tournament. I think like 40. There's still a few left.
Yeah.
They will go quickly though, because Paynes Valley's.
Yeah.
Let's just say it doesn't suck.
No. Nope. The
Doesn't
only thing that sucks is how you get there, because there's no good way unless you live somewhat local.
Lie to St. Louis and drive. Please.
Well, or you have internet money and you just fly your private jet there. But
yeah, because then you're like 2 minutes from the golf course. But
yeah, I mean,
you
Exactly.
pretty much have to like own Bass Pro Shops to get access to that airport. So
really,
no, not really. I didn't have anything better to say. But we're back to Myrtle Beach, North American Championship 2024. People keep asking us why we went back to Myrtle Beach the second year. You guys said you're going to move it around. You're going to keep it in the same place every year, like never going to change. Like, it's so funny to me how so quickly everybody's like, it's okay. It was a couple things. Jeff can bring in is one, building infrastructure around a championship to make the experience better. Mm-hmm. So we learned a lot from hosting 560 y'all. And we think we can do it a lot better this year because we're like, hey, I think we can do it better, and we're going to learn.
Exactly.
Myrtle Beach allows us to kind of have a home game a little bit because we're going to work with some of the same partners again, which is going to be awesome. But what we're not going to do is go back to any of the same golf courses.
This is true.
So I want your honest opinion, Jeff. You've heard the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
This year's rotation against last year's rotation. Which one sticks out to you?
Oh, this year absolutely sticks out to me. Absolutely.
I'm pretty freaking excited about it.
Oh, I'm extremely excited about it. I mean, you got the final rounds on two of the best golf courses in Myrtle Beach, bar none.
In Myrtle Beach or like in America?
Well,
South Carolina,
exactly.
in the United States.
Yeah. However you want to phrase it.
I mean, name a better finishing hole than 18 at True Blue and 18 at Caledonia, and I will wait.
You're going to be waiting a long time because you're not going to come up with a better finishing hole, especially than True Blue.
Oh, my gosh. And it's going to be fun, too, because we'll have all the members sitting on the back patio watching everybody come in. Everybody's going to have to deal with the nerves. There's 2 final round courses, which means 240 people make the cut. So, at a sellout field, 40% of the field is going to make the final round at True Blue and Caledonia, which is going to be awesome.
I look forward to actually, Matt, I didn't think about this, but we need our official APT quiet signs. I mean,
we're going to need it.
The patio might get that rambunctious that,
it
we'll definitely hold
rowdy.
We will definitely hold them up, and if we have to, we'll use them. But
I did see one of the comments that just came in. Someone said they've actually played off of the roof on 18 at True Blue. I could see that happening.
It's technically not marked as out of bounds. Interesting.
I would just like to point out that, I love competition. Man, if you're holding on to a one-shot lead,
and you're standing
on
on
the second shot into True Blue, especially where I'm going to put the pin on Sunday.
Well, not only the second shot, your tee shot.
Right.
Having to plant that tee shot in that fairway with all that water left and the driving range OB right. And then once you succeed at that, then all you got to do is hit that green with the pin tucked and the water all along the left-hand side. It's a simple game.
Oh, my gosh. I say because the pin ain't going to be front right at True Blue on 18. Let's just say that. I'm just going to give you –
absolutely not.
I'm going to give you a hint. I've already talked to Bob. He's as excited about setting pins for the final round at both those places as I am, and I'm just telling you the pin's not going to be front right on 18 at True Blue, and it's not going to be front left at Caledonia on 18.
No.
You're going to earn it. It's going to be great to see somebody step up and hit a shot they're going to remember for the rest of their life. It's going to be awesome. So 2 top 100 courses to the final round. I mean, that's already a huge step up. TPC Myrtle Beach was great. I'm not knocking TPC Myrtle Beach in any way, shape, or form. Oh, no. Fantastic golf course, fantastic staff, fantastic organization.
Exactly.
It was an awesome day. Course was exceptional, and 18 provided a ton of drama. I'm just saying True Blue and Caledonia is going to be special. So, and the second thing I love as we get into it, because I used to live in Myrtle, right? So the first year we did Myrtle, we worked with one organization to get courses that we could coordinate everything together. This year I feel like is more of a compilation of my favorites from being down here. I'm so excited for it. The other 5 courses, there's not a cupcake. They're all fantastic. It is going to be 3 fantastic days of golf. There's not a round that you're going to be able to take a shot off, I don't think.
No, not at all.
No.
So Should we get into the rotation?
we finally got Chris Miner is like, I love it. We got to get to it, man. You drug it.
I knew everybody. I was just sitting there thinking, everybody on here is probably just sitting there drooling right now, just like shaking, like, please.
That's part of the job, Jeff.
Say it. I know you're doing a great job.
I'm the hype man.
Yeah, I know.
That's a
It's a cliffhanger till next week. No, Phil is not on the live, so he cannot like turn red as I tease people. So we're gonna just get it all out right now.
Yep.
No.
We got 14 minutes.
No, we got 14 minutes. I'm trying to think which one I want to start with. Okay, course number 1. You're gonna have to talk about it though, Jeff, because you know it better than I do. Okay, course number 1 is on the south side of the island.
Mm-hmm.
Tradition.
Tradition is absolutely amazing golf course. It's one of those hidden gems that some people don't know about. But if you're looking for a challenge, it's definitely one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Just hosted a very elite junior event there. Fantastic golf course, very playable, always in fantastic shape. It's about 5 minutes from True Blue in Caledonia, so it's on the south side of the island. One of the thing, and it's a stupid good get. Like Nathan said, it's a great course that not a lot of people know about, but it's in every top 10 list you look at in Myrtle Beach. As long as pretty much every other course on our rotation, it's like a who's who of great golf courses. So Traditions, course number 1. The second thing, and I'll say this to tease everybody in, we have a host idea or host hotel. I was looking at the idea, not the t-shirt idea, the big tease. Host hotel, which is going to also help give away some of this. So we'll start talking about it. Actually, let's talk about the courses first, and then we'll talk about the hotel because you'll get it once we tell the course.
People will be still shaking if we don't get the courses out there.
Course number 2 might be my personal favorite in Myrtle Beach, or at least in the conversation with True Blue and Caledonia for the top one for me, because you can't diss True Blue and Caledonia.
No, you can't, but it's a good conversation to have.
And that is the Moreland course at Legends Resort.
Nice.
So PB diabolical golf course, so much character. Was rated, back when I lived in Myrtle Beach, it was rated as one of the 30 hardest golf courses in America. Fantastic property. Great holes all around. It's just gonna be a great test of golf. Being on property at Moreland at Legends, we're really excited about that. So that's course number 2. Since we're at Legends, we'll go with course number 3, and that would be the Heathland course at Legends, which is a Scottish Links tribute course, great golf course. I'll let you talk a little bit, Jeff. I know you know Heathland well.
Oh yes, very much so. I mean, it is one of the, I would say, closest traditional Scottish links that you will play the U.S.
Right.
I mean, it's incredible.
It's a great golf course. It's very scoreable.
Yellow.
They're like, oh no, it's cutting out. They're going to stop.
Yep.
We still hear you most. I'm going to jump in, Jeff, because you're on like the every other word plan.
Okay, I'm back
at
now.
the moment. We'll keep going.
Okay, I'm
that
back
being
now.
said, we have a host hotel. It's on property at Legends. We've got 2-bedroom condos. We've got a huge block of them. We will get that information out soon to book. I think the 2-bedroom condos each sleep 4 people. I think there's 4 beds in each of them. The average cost per person is something like $53 a night, all in. That's taxes, resort fees, everything. It's a stupid good deal, and you're going to want to stay on property for several reasons. First reason is we've secured range access for our entire field for the entire weekend at Legends. And so all the range access, they have a huge range, stays open until 10 o'clock. One of the most famous pubs in the world. I've got Allie texting me to remind me to say things. They've got a shuttle running back between Legends and the condos. We're going to have events every single day back at the Legends pub in the pro shop. There's going to be complimentary food, complimentary beverages, events. It is going to be an event, the 19th hole at Legends, which is going to be in the afternoon on Friday and Saturday, as well as the awards ceremony on Sunday night. So you'll want to make plans to come to the final round, but then we're all going to go back to Legends and have a big party. We've got a lot of things planned there on Sunday night. It's going to be awesome. So recapping for those that just came in, the first 3 golf courses, Tradition, which is in Pawleys, and then we've got Moreland at Legends, Heathland at Legends. And I think we're going to go north for number 4. I think I'm going to save the next south one. Now, notice we've spread out. We're looking for great golf in Myrtle, so there's going to be some driving. But if you stay within our room block, it's going to be really easy to find rides to golf courses if you need to split things up. So we found good housing for that. But the 4th course, Jeff, I'll let you release it because I know you love that golf course. It's one of my favorites up on the north side of the island.
I'm gonna let you throw it out there, and then I got some comments for it.
You got some comments?
Yep.
So, Oyster Bay.
A lot of people, Oyster Bay years ago was one of the top golf courses anywhere in the Myrtle Beach area. It received some of the highest ratings in the U.S. that any course down there has ever received. This golf course is phenomenal. If you have not played it, they've done some renovation and stuff to this golf course over the past couple years. If you have not been down there in a while, it will definitely be a treat.
It's so good.
It really is.
So good. I loved it 15 years ago when I lived there, but the last recon visit to take a look at it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe how good it's gotten. So once again, to recap, there's 4 of the 5 courses, right? So you've got Oyster Bay in the north, you've got Tradition in the south, you've got Moreland and Heathland, both at Legends Resorts, easily 2 of the top 10 on everybody's list. And I'll tell you, the 5th course may be the best one in the rotation. It's very possible. And it's back on the south side of the island. And that is, another one of those places that I feel like should get a lot more press than it does, although Myrtle Beach just did a really cool feature on it, and it's beautiful. It looks like a twin to Caledonia and True Blue to me, and that's the Heritage Club.
Nice.
Yes, it is. And again, another beautiful golf course down towards Follies Island. And I know we had some comments. I saw Big Al just said something that earlier this week, he sent that thing on Facebook to Matt, to you and I both, that said, hey, what about the Heritage Club? We need to have a tournament there.
I just started chuckling. I was like, it's already done.
I started laughing. I was like, okay, I can't say this yet. I got to wait till Thursday night.
I was like, it's already inked, buddy. The ink is dry. It's going to be fantastic. I'm just saying it's not going to get better than that. I mean, you're going to have a hard time finding 5 better golf courses anywhere.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is all of these courses, most of these courses have a different style to them. So it's not going to be like playing the same style golf course. Right.
If you tell me you don't like the golf when you leave this year's North American Championship, I don't know what I'm going to tell you. It may not be pleasantries.
Yeah,
I will not probably believe you.
Yeah, you don't like golf if you don't like these golf courses.
Right.
Not saying they're going to be easy, because they're not.
They're not easy.
You might
It's
not like what
crazy.
you shoot, but you will like the golf course.
Right. Well, and the best part about it too is you're playing these 5 golf courses, right? For the right to play the final round at True Blue in Caledonia. So I mean, there's 7 golf courses on the rotation that are just phenomenally good.
Yes.
Phenomenally good. And to throw one more teaser out there, and the senior golf courses are none of these. And they're still new from last year. And they're still awesome.
Yep.
It's going to be great. It's going to be really fun. Heritage is a really cool experience if you've not played it. Oyster Bay is, I mean, it feels like an island course, right? You're just, it's a lot of water. Moreland to me is one of the best kept secrets of golf in the country. I think there's so many unique little strategies. I've played a lot of rounds there. I was a member there for a while, so I know every little nuance of that place. And the golf course gets better the more times you play it because you understand what
Exactly.
PB Dye was trying to do. Heathland's a lot of fun. Tradition's just a great championship golf course, just a beautiful, beautiful golf course. And True Blue and Caledonia don't need any introduction. So if you haven't been down with us yet, it's going to be a staple as long as we're here. So I know we wanted to get it out because everybody's like, why are you going back to Myrtle Beach? Because we put something together that I think is going to be epic. That's why we're going back to Myrtle Beach. Alan asked something about the 2 drink tickets and all that stuff. The answer is yes and no. So we're throwing in a hybrid to a lot of things. And so every day, the 19th hole is going to be a party. We're going to talk about that. When you get done playing, every single golf course is a morning double tee. There's no single tees on the rotation this year, which is going to be awesome. So Chris Guthrie right now is like, thank you, Jesus, that he's not going to be out there till 5 p.m.
Yes.
Going through everything's a morning double tee, and everything's going to happen back at Legends after each day, including Sunday night, the awards presentation. So we've got some really cool stuff. There's going to be some free food. There's going to be some free drinks involved every day. It's just going to be a great time to be there and be part of the community. I'll just go ahead and say it. It's going to be the best championship we've thrown yet. And I'm really, really excited. It takes an army. I know, Jeff, you and your wife have been super helpful. Fegley is like a full-time volunteer for us. So I'm tell your wife I'm sorry.
It's all good.
He works
I'm just
so
looking.
hard.
I'm just looking at the list, and Jeff, I'll come see you sometime, and we'll have to go out and play these fine places. I'm not a Myrtle Beach golf expert, so I'm literally writing it down while you guys were going over it. I've heard some of these names tossed around. It's going to be exciting. The one thing that I did want to bring up, guys were talking 2 things. The first one is you don't know how or who is going to be playing what just yet. Is that correct?
No, we haven't got
it.
So we'll tell you Thursday, we're running 2 preview events.
Oh, correct.
Thursday afternoon. One is at True Blue and one is at Caledonia. So you'll know obviously what division your final round is going to be on. So you can either use it as a practice round for your division, or you can use it to play the other one because they're both worth coming down and playing. So we will have some of that out there. It's going to be great. Wednesday is going to be the return of the par 3 under the lights at Aero Club. So we may even throw – there's going to probably be another event somewhere in there, probably a putt-putt challenge somewhere.
That's right.
Very possible.
That.
So it might be Monday. It might be between the Open and the Senior. Who knows? But it's going to be a great time. It's I'm excited we can finally talk about it. We've been working on it for months. Everybody's like, why are you hanging out with us when we were in Myrtle Beach? Because I was driving to every golf course in freaking Myrtle Beach.
Yep, absolutely.
So it's gonna be really, really good. So we got a couple minutes. We can do some questions if we want to. Anybody want to know North American Championship, handicaps, whatever? Senior, mark your calendars, September 24th and 25th. It's going to be awesome. We'll release the courses next week. Everybody wants to know senior net, senior divisions. within your entry fee is going to be the prize pool for both. Everybody's going to be in both. So come and play. We're going to pay out a huge prize pool. It's going to be fun.
And then one question that did get asked earlier, they were talking about the way that we did the schedule. Will on the final round, those players that haven't made it and are playing in the consolations, are we still going to do straight tees on the consolation courses, or are we looking at doing a
They're all double
morning?
tees.
Oh, they're all double
They're all
tees.
morning double tees.
Okay. Cool.
So, and once again, 2024 North American Championship is Friday, September 20th through Sunday, September 22nd. For everybody watching. Sean's asked about room rates being good for the senior championship. Yes, they will be. And the drive won't be too terrible.
Mm-mm.
It won't be at Legends, though. I will tell you that. We'll be playing new places.
Sweet. It's exciting.
More
It's
really,
exci-
really good places. I'm really
Yeah.
excited about the senior, too. The only downside is I don't get to play those because
No, we
senior
don't.
days coming in September 24th and 25th is the senior. So September 20th through 22nd is the open. September 24th and 25th is the senior. So there's a day off in between, and then we're going right into the senior. And yes, you can play both if you're over 50.
Yep. I might look it, but I can only play in the open. So.
It happens, Fegley. It
I
happens.
know. It made drafting support pretty easy. You were like, "Hey, you work in the seniors, right?" I'm like, "Yes, absolutely."
So, also the other thing about the North American Championship that's fun, Chris keeps putting good things in the chat, so I appreciate that, is the double dip. So, the double dip for the North American Championship is not going to just be for seniors, it's going to be for everybody. So, if you want to play, have a chance to double your winnings, there's going to be an option for you as well. We are going to run an open net championship as well. It will probably be by division.
Good.
Because the field's going to be so big.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to figure out a 500-person net field with one payout where the max is $1,000. So if you finish in the top 20, you get $1,000. Like, how's that going to work? But yeah, so there'll be an open net option as well at the North American Championship for those that like to gamble, which is like 80% of our tour statistically. So.
I'm gonna enjoy our handicap spreadsheets for the national championship. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
We're gonna have to start like a week in advance.
Oh yeah, weeks.
Yeah, plural.
So, yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
So Joe, send us an email at support@aptgolf.org about Paynes Valley.
Yep.
So, Brodsky wants to know about
the
Friday event at Bedford. It will be posted soon. Hopefully at some point during this weekend. If not, definitely on Tuesday when we finally get a day off from being down in Florida. It will be posted. So it is a Friday 4-ball series, 60 spots. Bedford Springs starts at noon. So
that'll be good.
Any other questions before we sign off? So my wife keeps blowing up my phone.
No.
So she's at home. She misses me, guys. Come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing.
So, yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, so to recap.
Once, twice. Nobody has any questions. They all got it. What do you guys think? Somebody throw in the chat. Do you guys like where we're going for the North American Championship? Everybody's quiet. I'm a bit Bueller.
Nothing coming in at all.
Okay,
so
cool.
Just to recap, in addition to True Blue Caledonia being the last championship courses that'll be where the cut's made, we've got Tradition, Moreland at Legends, Heathland at Legends, Oyster Bay, and the Heritage Club.
Correct.
Exactly.
The par 3 at the Aero Club on Wednesday night, and a preview event at True Blue Caledonia on Thursday.
Yep.
So the championships the 20th, 21st, 22nd of September.
Yep.
We got the senior is the 23rd, 24th, 25th. What is it?
The senior would be the 24th, 25th.
25th.
So Monday's an off day.
Monday's off day.
Then 23rd, 24th is the senior.
Got it. Okay.
So
I'm trying to do like one of my favorite podcasts that I used to watch was Stanford Steve and the Bear, and they were always entertaining, and they had the Big Mike happy recap at the end. So where they would,
Nice.
they'd spend an hour talking about the picks and then give you the information that you wanted in the last 5 minutes. So we don't want to make that a habit because nobody will be around to give us snarky remarks and see all the shenanigans. But
Right. Well, Jody is on his way to Orlando right now, so that's the only reason he's not here. He's
Yeah.
in the air. So his flight did take off. So he'll be in tomorrow. But yeah, you got to tune in next week because we're going to talk about the seniors.
Yep.
And maybe some more member benefits because we'll be coming from the PGA show.
it's a good point.
We may be hot off some really awesome stuff.
It's a good point.
So we've got some really big things planned. Got a lot of very, very good meetings this week. So it's going to be a good week for the APT.
And Chris had a very good point. Our winners from today.
That's
Great
all
call.
you, Mr. Fegley.
So in Division 1 from one of our Pennsylvania chapters, we had George Steinmetz. Division 2 in a playoff, we had Travis Wortliff and Paul Hess in a playoff with Travis birdie in the last hole to win. So that was kind of exciting.
Impressive.
Impressive. Division 3, David Baxmeyer from Waterloo, Illinois. I believe. Is that a St. Louis member, Matt? That's
That is a St. Louis member. The Waterloo next to Ambrier.
Nice. And then from Huntersville, North Carolina, Division 4, we had Thomas Gibson.
Nice.
I'm going to make an assumption that's one of Phil's members from Charlotte. And Division 5, if I'm just surprised he didn't do it, but Arthur Miller, yes, our guy Tim Harbin, who took a lot of heat from me watching his scorecard. I was freaking out because I was like, Tim, you're trying to pull a Fegley and have the trophy right here, and then just slowly decide to give it away, But he held on for his win, so congrats to him. We had some senior winners. Oh no, we had an open net winner, which was Tim as well. Mr. Harbin made it. Man, we're gonna have some good conversations on the handicap call next week.
Plus 5. At plus 5 net.
Well, that's the whole thing at plus 5. So it's kind of like, and then as we had talked about, right, the open net, our Division 1 champion, George Steinmetz, also was the senior net champion. So our D1 guys, with the way we got it set up, he still got a chance, and he did well and had a grand total of he was even par in the net. So
Yeah.
So
Pretty
congrats
good.
to all those guys.
Just so you know, my wife is watching the live because
Nice.
she just told me I'm number 1. I don't know what
Of
that
course.
means, but
You're
That's
always
all
them.
she's
So
like,
that was
you
good.
told everyone to email support, not you. And I was like, I did. I'm guilty of that. I'm sorry. So she loves talking. She loves talking to everybody. So it's a good joke. But I was told I was number 1. So whatever that is. But anyways, any other questions? Joe said she was giving me the finger. Thank you for the analogy.
We all knew where that was going.
Joe says, any new chapters coming up? Not that I can talk about yet.
Yeah.
Coming to a chapter near you. But anyways,
Our lips are
if you're
sealed.
playing Mystic Dunes this weekend, play well, have fun. It's going to be a good time. Next week, tune in. Senior North American Championship announcement, maybe some other fun stuff. But get signed up. Get ready to go. 2024 season is going to be our best yet. We'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely.
you can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere.